Hey, you ever notice how billionaires treat their companies like their babies? Meanwhile, regular folks treat businesses like they're flipping garage sale items on Craigslist. Start it, flip it, brag about the exit. But billionaires, they don't sell. Ever. Even when someone waves a fat stack of billions at them, they're like, nah, I'm good. Why? Let's talk about why billionaires hold onto their companies tighter than your grandma holds her secret pancake recipe. Let's get something straight. Most billionaires didn't buy their companies. They built them. And when you build something brick by brick, when it almost bankrupts you, drives you crazy, ruins your relationships, you don't treat it like an asset, you treat it like a legacy. Take Elon Musk. He sold Zip2, sold PayPal, made his cash. But then he built Tesla and SpaceX, and now, good luck prying them from his cold, engineering-loving hands. Owning a business isn't just about profits to these people. It's about identity. It's who they are. You don't just sell yourself unless you're on OnlyFans, and that's a different business model entirely. Now let's talk taxes. You ever wonder how billionaires are worth $150 billion but pay $0 in taxes? Because they don't sell. You don't pay capital gains tax on stocks you don't sell. Instead, they borrow against the value. It's called buy, borrow, die. Not a rap song, a tax strategy. Let's say your company's worth $1 billion. You borrow $100 million using your shares as collateral. Zero income tax, zero capital gains. You spend that money like a king, and when you die, poof, the debt gets wiped and your heirs get a stepped-up basis. It's the legal version of cheating. Money is cool. Power, that's the real addiction. When you sell your company, you give up control. You become a guy who used to own something. But billionaires want control. They want to bend markets, lobby politicians, and build spaceships shaped like questionable body parts. Yes, I'm looking at you, Bezos. Power isn't for sale. And if it is, billionaires are the buyers, not the sellers. Let's talk leverage, not the kind in the gym, the kind where you own a company that earns money, which lets you borrow more money, which you use to buy more companies that make more money. It's an infinite loop. Owning a business gives you assets, cash flow, influence, and access to capital markets. Sell it, and suddenly, you're sitting on a big pile of cash, getting taxed into oblivion with no assets to leverage. Selling is the rich man's way of becoming less rich. Billionaires aren't thinking in 5-year plans. They're thinking 5 generations. Why sell when you can pass your company to your kids, your grandkids, and even that one weird nephew who thinks he's an NFT influencer? Look at the Waltons. They didn't sell Walmart. They franchised dynastic wealth, and it just keeps compounding. Selling might get you a yacht. Owning gets your grandkids their own island. You know who sells their companies? People who don't know what to do next. Billionaires, they're always reinvesting. Zuckerberg didn't sell Facebook. He bought Instagram, WhatsApp, Oculus. Bezos didn't sell Amazon. He built AWS, bought Whole Foods, made Alexa, and probably listens to your conversations. These guys don't exit, they expand. Why take a payday once when you can print money forever? Imagine selling your company for $300 million. Then 5 years later, it's worth $20 billion. And that's the nightmare of every billionaire, so they hold. Because the only thing worse than being poor is being rich and still feeling stupid. They don't want to be the guy in the headline that says, sold too early. So why don't billionaires sell? Because selling is what you do when you need money. They've already got money. What they want is immortality, power, influence, legacy, tax strategy, leverage, identity. Owning a company is the closest thing we have to being a god in capitalism. So the next time someone tells you they're excited to flip their business, smile, pat them on the back. And remember, flippers make cash. Owners build empires.